And we're back. This is Jody with Get Your Face Out There on Air. And today in the house I have Hugh Downe, and he is CEO of Sherwood International Corporation, and he is going to tell us a little bit about that. So glad to have you in the studio today.
Thank you for having me.
Super duper. So tell us a little bit about your company, Sherwood.
Well, Sherwood International was incorporated in Florida in 1993. And it's basically served as a holding company for various different businesses, which include marketing, consulting, insurance, and others as well. But that's primarily what Sherwood International has been engaged in for the better part of the last 25 years. Prior to that, I have experience of starting companies from scratch, building them up, selling them. I was, for a 3-year period, the CEO and chairman of the board of a small public company. And but I've basically been entrepreneurial my whole life.
So the companies that you deal with, are they mom and pop, corporations? Do you take on anybody?
No, I mean.
Do you have a niche market?
Do I have a niche market? No, it depends. If I'm doing a marketing project, then yes, there will be a niche market for that.
Sure.
When I was in the insurance business, the same held true.
Right.
Going forward, I've basically divested most of the assets of Sherwood, and for the purpose of clearing more time for myself to not spend full time running multi-businesses.
Sure. So you can focus on other ventures moving ahead.
What I want to focus on moving ahead is to bring my 40 years of business knowledge and expertise to sit on various boards and or advisory boards, and to help small to medium-sized businesses grow. And I think I have a lot to offer young entrepreneurs because I've been there and done it.
Sure, absolutely. And what would be your ideal client moving forward? You know, when you say a little bit smaller, but
I would say not a startup, but I would say, you know, a company that's been around for several years and wants to grow or wants to raise
they've kind of
capital
hit plateau and they just need a jump start on. They don't know how to hit the next level. They may not know
how to go to the next level, and it's a combination of planning or, you know, if they need to raise money, it could be all kinds of things. It could be management structure. It could be, you know, planning growth going forward.
Do you go in and assess and see where their weaknesses are and where their strengths are and where you actually fit in to help them?
Well, if I'm going to serve on the board of directors, you bet. I'm going to spend a lot of time there and ask a lot of questions, and until I'm satisfied that I've got my arms around the company, the business, and the principles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you take on anybody. What areas do you cover?
Well, my business experience is so varied. It's everything from co-producing 2 shows on Broadway. I was in the broadcasting business for some time, with part owner of a radio station in New York City. And again, I have experience.
Maybe we can use you around here.
You never know.
That's right.
So, you know, different businesses. I mean, I've been in the service
so
business.
I've
been in marketing. I've been, yes, right, I felt that it was a good fit.
You know, but you work Miami to Vero, but you will travel outside.
For the right situation, I will. You know, obviously for board meetings, you need to be present. So I'm open to, you know, if it's the right situation, traveling for those and spending time. And I'm also available as a consultant. But I think where I can be most valuable, or at least where I would like to do most, would be sitting on a few different boards and helping young companies, medium-sized companies, get to the next level and help them achieve their goals or help them create their goals.
Oh, so even somebody that doesn't even have any idea or any...
Well, lots of people start companies that are successful, but you know, they reach a certain point in time where they don't have experience with the growth and the financing that's needed, you know, to get to the next level.
They need an experienced person like you. You've been doing this, that, and the other
I've been
for
around
so
the
long.
block once or twice.
Yes, that's true. And, you grow and you learn, and, sometimes you think you're doing all the right things, and, you're just not getting to the point that you need to be. And you could be in this industry, the same industry, and you're getting by, but, you just don't know how to go the extra mile, and for some reason, they need somebody like you.
I think it's good to have a couple of gray hairs in the boardroom.
I think especially for young people, it's for everything is always changing, and there's so much to learn that you're not even aware of that you need to learn, and you need the expert in the room. Sometimes I wonder if we need somebody in our room sometimes.
Well, I'm available.
You're available?
Should you want to reach out to me?
Okay. And large corporations, you ready? Would you take that on anymore or no?
I would. I definitely would. It's a different mindset, but I've been the chairman of many different boards, small companies, medium-sized companies, never a Fortune 500 type company.
No.
But there's a lot of room between small companies and Fortune 500 companies.
That's probably a lot. I think the younger generation are probably more open because they don't have enough experience. So they're like a sponge, and they'll take it on and listen and pay attention. And I don't know.
Well, they may have great ideas and great creativity and in their field,
right.
But they probably don't have any experience or not much experience running a business or growing a business.
Do you think that they're all over the place, maybe trying to do too many things at one time?
It depends. If the business is successful and growing quickly, then yes, probably.
And if a business grows, it sounds great to have a business and you want it to be successful, and sometimes it grows too fast and you don't know what to do.
Well, what you have to do in that case is delegate.
That's that's very hard for an entrepreneur because they're controlling, and their mindset is I can handle everything, and that's not true. You spread yourself out too thin, you get exhausted, and you
don't get to spend enough time on the things that you're best at.
Exactly.
And let other people do things that they have experience
could be, right.
and are most likely to be better than you, because they'll be focused entirely on that, and you're going to be focused on what made you successful to begin with.
Yeah, it's balanced and becomes more whole and complete. Well, it sounds great. I know you probably have amazing ideas, and the young folks out there, or even you're in your mid 40s, 50s, reach out to Hugh. He's an awesome guy, and he'd love to talk to you and meet you. So what's the best way that they can get a hold of you?
I have an email, which is hdowne, DOWNE, @AOL.com. And
They want to call you?
My office number is 561-832-3707.
And your website?
Is sherwoodfl.com.
Super. It was a pleasure meeting you today.
Thank you so much,
All right.
Jody.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, take care of yourself. There's only one you. Bye.